Greetings, you beautiful hillbillies. This time you find me on a bit of an adventure. I am on the Eurotunnel train heading to Glory Lakes, Holland. Managed to get a crossing 3 hours earlier, believe it or not. I am a bit of a twat because I always leave early, and I think, yeah, I'll get to the Channel Tunnel and I'll get in the bed chair in the back of the van and I'll catch some Z's. Well, yeah, that never works out. Earlier crossing was offered and I took it. So, should be in France in about 20 minutes or so. And then it is a 3.5 hour yomp through the night to get to Glory, to which I'll park up and get in the back of the van. The lads are already there, most of them, probably having a sherbet or two. So yeah, hopefully it'll be a good week. Cooler weather. This week was a bit of a warm one, with temperatures 30 to 35 degrees. The weather should have broke today, and we should be a steady away 24 to 27. That's doable, that's fishable. 35 degree heat, fuck that for a game of soldiers. Anyway, I'm now going to try and shut my eyes for 10 minutes, and then I'll update you more when I get into peg 1. That's my swim. And then I'll go out in the boat, find some spots, get some bait on them. I'm not fishing the first night, purely because I don't want to fish tired. Plus I've got to strip my rods, retie leaders, unless of course I can fish braid. I thought I could fish braid. The rules say no braid, but I'll ask the bailiff, see what the score is. If he says no braid, well, I've got to retie my leaders, which isn't a problem. It's a can-do thing. Day 1, get my digs up, get some spots, get some bait in, take a chill pill, and get a beer on the go. And then Sunday morning, first light, bang, we're fishing. Straight off the cuff, no messing about. I'll love you and leave you. I'll update you when we get to Glory tomorrow. And yeah, happy days and fingers crossed for a good trip. Well, good morning, you beautiful hillbillies. Sunday morning, first proper day, if you like, after we got sorted out yesterday. Rods out. And yeah, nope, had a double bubble. Right hand rod went, had a bit of a dogged scrap, and resulted in a 36 ounces common. Pristine, absolutely pristine fish. Sort of got it slinged up, sorted out, and then got the then while I was about to get sorted in the to get doing pictures, and my right hand rod went, another 18 pound common. So bloody lovely. So we're off to a flying start here in Ferrol HQ. Bit chin strapped last night, had a late night, body clock's all on, out of sorts, but yeah, I mean, my baiting approach worked. Went out yesterday with a prodding stick. Bit silty here on the right hand side. Like I said, I've not fished the right hand side before, so it was sort of like stodging about a bit. It's firm silt, which is nice. Chuck 5 kilos of the old cherry carp lobster spice out over the 3 spots, and then when I put my hook baits out and I'm fishing my hybrid rig, size 4 curve shank hook, I'm fishing an 8mm zig bait on it, pop up. Both fish on that, which tells me carry on regardless. So I went back out there, and then I used, I had some crumb, lobster spice crumb that I had left over from Rodney, and I mixed up a whole, sort of like half of what I had, which is probably a good 2 or 3 kilos. I mixed up with some of the meaty fish jollop, slopped that in there, made like a ground bait balls, slightly wet, and then yeah, went out there when I put my rigs out, 3 or 4 balls around each, hook bait, and let it be. Bit of rain last night. Mind you, I was sweating like a cheap hooker on a buy one get one free yesterday, and then it went hot, rainy, hot, rainy, hot, rainy. Today is cool, which is bloody lovely. Lovely bit of breeze. Had the 2 fish today, this morning, and yeah, we're fishing again. Cracking start to the trip, 2 fish. It's Tim's turn next. I've had 2. Tim's turn next. We sort of do it run for run. But I'm me being me. If I the next fish on my rod, Tim can have it. And then he can fish his rods. I've had a good cracking start, you know. And the way I work it is, every time I get a run now, if I have any more runs, next fish is Tim's, then mine, Tim's, mine, Tim's, mine. And that way it's all fair and love and war here at Feral HQ. So, right, time for a cup of enthusiasm. And yeah, I'll update you with the wardrobe situation probably tomorrow. It's all tailored angler. I haven't brought nothing else except my boxer shorts and my socks. Everything's tailored angler because that's what I use. But anyway, troops, love you and leave you. Update you tomorrow. And hopefully we'll have something more to tell you about.
Big smile, well deserved.
Yeah, boy.
Cracking little fish though, good. And deserve a smile.
Fish on the bank in quick succession this morning, one at 36.4 and the other at £18. The spots are working. Best chuck another 5 kilo in. You've got to love the lobster love. And hook bait wise, I'm using, believe it or not, 8mm zig bait in red on the bottom, just to throw a spanner in the works. Good morning, hillbillies. Well, all I'm going to say is what a fucking day we had yesterday. Pissed down my rain most of the day. Did us a favour. I had the mid 30 common and a upper double common. Then it all went a bit Pete. Well, I didn't go Pete Tong. It went a bit mega, to be fair. Tim and I were having a social, having a brew, pissing down with rain. My middle rod went, and I said, "Go on, Tim, hit it." Well, hell's bells, Vicar. Yeah, epic battle ensued and resulted in Tim landing a 51.8, which was mega, absolutely mega for him. I did tell him if he didn't catch a 50, I was going to kick him in, but he did that. So we got it, weighed it in the sling, and then literally got it on the scales, did that, and then my right hand rod went, and that was a 21 mirror, which was bloody lovely. So we're full of the joys of spring. I've got 2 of the lads over to help, because obviously Tim, bless him, he's in his early 60s, you know, and he's a bit frail in places. And so we got the camera out, took the pictures, lovely, did my mirror, bloody lovely. And then about, I don't know, about an hour or so later, after I got my rods back out, bang, my right hand rod went again. Hadn't been in the water an hour or two, and resulted in a new PB. You know, was £43, wasn't it?
Yeah.
£43 mirror. Absolutely bloody mega. You know, swim one here is turning into a bit of a hot hole. Because the water's dropped, what we've now got is a marginal shelf, and I'm fishing, the marker poles are on the top of the shelf, and I'm fishing on the deck. So what the fish are doing, and I've noticed this trend, that the fish are appearing in open water, coming round the point by the willow tree out in front, and taking that marginal shelf round, and that's where we're picking the fish up. Which suits. I mean, to be fair, I could go home now and I'd be happy as a pig in shit. But early night, well, it wasn't overly early, sort of 10:30, 11 o'clock, went to bed. I was bloody knackered, chin strapped. 3:30 this morning, Tim shouts. He reckon he'd been calling me, but I was dead to the world, and Tim had an apple dubber scaly mirror. Happy days, but that's the first fish on his side of the swim, which is good. Bit of a confidence booster. I think last week the fish got a beating on that side of the swim. Like I said, we saw the guy who pulled out here, who was in peg one, and he put in 200 kilos of bait. 200 kilos. That's nearly quarter of a ton, and had 100 carp. You know, so they had a phenomenal week. But speaking from what we're seeing, that side saw the action. This side didn't. So therefore, this side is where I'm catching the fish from, and I've just seen a fish shot top just off the point by the willow tree there. And I'll do a video of the swim a little bit later on. And yeah, so we've had a blinding touch. Tim's now on 2, I'm on 4. The lads have all had a fish now, so we're beavering away. I'll update you a bit later on, and I'll get a video of the digs, and we'll progress forth. Proper day 2 today. Optimistic. Do I get face not bothered? You know, I've achieved everything we need to achieve, really. This swim has produced everything from a mid-double to a 50. What more could you want in the first day? So yeah, we are steady away. I'll get progress. I've been out, put a bit more bait out. I mean, I'm already up to. I've just tipped my 4th bag, 20 kilos into my bucket, and I've just gone now. Now I think the spots are established. Now it's just a gentle top up, few scoops, once a day, you know, and I think we're there. I think we can keep these spots going. But like I said, face not bothered if I don't catch for the rest of the week. You know, it's a blinder of a session, really. Absolute blinder. And to be fair, this is the first time, and I've just said this to Tim, it's the first time I've come to a commercial fishery and actually hit it cock on. So big confidence boost for me, big confidence for the rig that I use, big confidence in the hooks baits I'm using. I'm using the little 8mm zig baits in red. I mean, an 8mm pop up on a on a size 4 curve shank is certainly nothing that these fish have seen before. So we're steady away, progressing on. Better think about some breakfast in a little while. My arse is snapping at my pants. Yeah, and I'll catch up with you boys and girls a bit later on. I'd give you a little view of the swim, so to speak. My spots are there, and there.
two spots there, they're the ones that have been producing. That one there's the big fish spot. What I lost yesterday, I don't know what it was, but bloody hell, I have never had a fish I couldn't control, and I couldn't control that bastard. There's Phil and John over there. John's just had a 20 last night and then a 34 this morning. That's Tim's swim. Going to be about 20 degrees today. Bloody lovely. Bloody lovely. Well, I mean, we're proper looked after here. I mean, every swim has a boat. No need for a bait boat. I didn't bring the Titanic with me. But I knew I had that, so happy days. Happy bloody days. Anyway, time to soldier on. Today's a new day. Tim's now cooking breakfast. And yeah, wait developments.
Right, we're working for a living this morning. That in the chopper, plus the old meaty fish, equals chunky monkey. They absolutely ripped the swim apart last night. My marker poles are slightly under the water because they fudged them about and moved them and what have you, so they absolutely ripped the place up. So back to work. Bloody lovely. I'll have the whole tub of that, and then as my rods go in later on, or I top up or bait up or catch fish, I'll just keep adding that, and they will rip the place apart for it. Just a little bit. Rookie error this morning. Blunt hook. Hold my hands up. Yeah, dropped the bollock. But anyway, as you've well noticed, I've changed my garments. Zip up hoodie this morning. See, like I said, my whole wardrobe's tailored angler. I actually have to admit that I've got my old joggers on today. They got holes in the knees. It's all hard wearing gear, you know. I mean, it's going to get out later on in the week, so I'll get my swimmers on and it'll all be bloody lovely. I mean, like I said, it's good gear. That's why I buy it. You know, I don't mess about. But it's all good. I got not a lot more I can say really. You know, it's you do everything, you try everything, and I'm at that point in my carp fishing career where I buy what's industrial, and this is good shit. I think the fish are going off the boil here. I don't say go off the boil, I just think it's going to be a slow day. They've had a fair beating over the last couple of days and last week, so you know, if they've got any sense, they'll turn around and bugger off. But I made myself some crumb ground bait, been out there, lobbed out half of what I made this morning, just to freshen up my spots, get a little bit more attractant going in there, you know. But me being me, I don't care if I don't catch another fish for the rest of the week. I've had a lovely time, thank you very much. You know, I'm not an ungrateful carp angler. You know, it's like I've said 100,000 times before, it's all about resetting this. You know, I'm on bloody holiday. I was knackered up to last night. I was absolutely chin packed, you know, chin strapped. I was ready for the pit at 9 o'clock. So, what time is it now? 10:30 foreign time this morning. Time to, I think, just sit back and relax. Just redone my left-hand rod. Just needed a little bit of a tweak. The other rods are out there. We'll just sit back and relax and just wait for the joys of spring and see what comes our way. Yeah, I don't know, it's been a mega trip so far, and I'm a bit gobsmacked, to be fair. I never expected to have such a good start to a session. Going into a swim where I haven't fished this side of the swim before. I mean, last time I fished this swim, it was in 2002 or 2003, I can't remember. And I had this swim to myself. Well, the whole bloody swim must be, I don't know, 10 yards wide. You know, you could fit 7 or 8 rods on this swim easily. So, but yeah, you know, you sit there, you work it, and you just keep on plodding on. And that's sometimes, I think, on social media and everything's like, you see all these famous anglers catching lump after lump after lump after lump. What they don't tell you is about the hard times when you're slogging your tits off trying to, you know, get something going, or trying your working, trying to catch a fish. Like Rodney, when I started Rodney, because I could only fish when I could around my job, living 125 miles away, I blanked 3 years. And then all of a sudden, right place, right time, 3 fish hit, and I haven't blanked since. You know, so sometimes you just got to, I don't know, take a bit more of a chill pill instead of putting yourself under so much pressure to try and be the next Joe Blogs of the carp world. You know, like I was telling Tim earlier, do not give a fuck. You know, I'm here to relax. I'm bloody knackered. I need to and you know, I need to rest if the fish will let me. But anyway, tribe, I'll catch you soon. I'll refresh tomorrow. And unless something exciting happens, and then I might just have to post another video, but we'll see. And you know, something I will say is this YouTube video that I'm now doing is how it is. It's not edited. It's not, it is raw, you know, again, because I don't care. This is me. This is me in my digs, fishing in Holland. I'm not picture perfect. I'm not all shiny. You know, I'm about as rough as it comes when it comes to carp angling, and I just don't care. So, happy days, troops. Like I said, anything happens, I'll let you know. And roll on tomorrow. Well, that's it, troops. We're getting to the end of it now. The last 5 kilos. Once that's gone, I've done 50 kilos since last Saturday, or Saturday just gone, should I say, when we arrived. The lobster love, yeah, what can I say about that? It is the dog's bollocks of a bait. You know, I've narrowed my bait down to 2 flavours, lobster spice and coconut. Don't need any more, don't need any fancy pop-ups. But one thing I do like is the 8mm zig baits, but use them as a pop-up. That is it. So I've just had a hook pull on one. Again, you sort of thicken fast amongst them, and then you forget yourself. You just want to get your rod back out for another fish, but yeah, blunt hook, twat. Anyway, a lovely, lovely day here, and no doubt we might see 1 or 2 more by the end of the day. We shall see. Morning, tribe. Well, beautiful sunrise here this morning. As you can see, I'm looking like a bloody darling. 3 fish yesterday. Got it. It's sort of like down to a fine knack routine now. Right hand rod and middle rod, well, right hand rod, pretty much bang on cue, mid 20 to a 30. The middle rod, if that spot goes, it's a big un, proper big un. And then the left hand rod's doing all the donkey work. I mean, 90% of the fish that I've had all come on that left hand rod in that spot, which does well. I mean, I'm down to the last 5 kilos now. I've never humped so much bait in all my life. The last 5 kilos, but I'm not going to fanny about chasing any more bait. I'm going, you know, I'm reeling in Friday afternoon. I'm away early Saturday morning. You know, Friday afternoon, I shall pack the van down, see the lads, you know, have a bit of banter, take a chill pill, you know, and then get in the van. Because as soon as I wake up Saturday morning, I'll be crunching miles. So probably 36 hours left to go of this trip. I mean, I'm very humbled with the way it's gone, to be fair. I'm not a greedy carp angler. I don't chase fish. You know, like I said, if it wasn't his turn in this swim, we'd be in another swim and we would be doing other things, you know. And I only said to him, he'd never fish pegged one before, and I said to him, well, I've fish pegged one on the left hand side, I can poke you in the right direction, and the right hand side's all new to me. And you know, and I've just hit the nail on the head, and I've had the the lion's share. But he's catching up. He's had a couple more yesterday, so which was good. So he's on 7 fish. He's broken all of his records and achievements or whatever he wants to do. So, you know, for me, carp, you know, I've said it 1,000 times, carp's a carp. I don't bloody care how big it is. It's all the experience, the camaraderie. You know, it's a cherry carp family, really. You know, that's what we do. It's just a mucker. It's, you know, you need help, you shout. They need help, they shout. It's just what we do. So yeah, the lobster spice this week has absolutely tore the arse out of it. You know, it's with my little deadly combo. You know, it just bloody works. But it proves the point. You've just got to be. It's like I've been saying to Tim all week. Is you can have all the gear if you want, but if you ain't in the right bloody spot, you know, you're pissing in the wind and getting wet legs. So I've just hit it cock on. So 320s yesterday, mid-20s, which was nice. You know, some bloody stunning commons. Hell's bells vicar. Absolutely jaw-dropping. So now I've now got my work uniform on, I've got my work shorts on. So nothing happens until I put that on. So I'm fully expecting in the next hour to get on for one of my rods to go. I say that loosely. Yeah, so it's a final 36 hours. And so home straight, really. Just a matter of keep doing what I'm doing. I'm at 10 fish now. To be fair, I couldn't give a monkeys if I didn't catch another one, but you know, I'm never going to kick them off. It's just a matter of I'm not greedy. You know, it's Tim Zaddy's quote, bless him, on my rods. So I'm now being selfish. So, like I said, if I don't get another run, it wouldn't bother me in the slightest. Yeah, right then, tribe. I better get to work and do something. And yeah, we'll catch up again later on. First fish of the day. I only put this rod back out a couple of 3 hours ago. It's coming now. Well, saying that, I've not yet seen it. It's got, and it likes keeping its distance. This is fish number 11 of this magical trip. Left hand rod number 1.
the one that's been doing the business. The mirror, another one, by the look of it. Come on, Flossie, in you come. My expert cameraman Tim. Recording this for the, you know, the hillbilly Facebook, you know, the hillbilly YouTube. So we'll have some lovely footage on there. Come on, Flossie, come back. I'm getting sunburned. I'm sweating like a cheap hooker on a buy one get one free. Bloody hell! Told you, gotta get me work uniform on. I don't get a run until I put my work uniform on. Nice and gentle. We've got loads of water to play with. I lost 2 fish the other day kicking a bully, and shall we just say, I was like a bear with a sore head. I was not amused. Holding distance. What have we got? Are we going to see you now? Or are you just going to keep on running? Keep on running. Oh, that's another common. Beautiful. There's some stunning commons in this lake. I've had some absolute belters. Deep water out here. It's a big run. Christ, I must have had this on 10 minutes, 15 minutes nearly. Doesn't look that big, maybe 20 probably. Blood back in my hand. Come on, you're done. It's too bloody hot to be fucking about. Come on, Chunky, let's go. Let's get you in. That's a fair lump, that. That's a nice fish. God, they rut like a bloody rhino kicked in the bollocks here. Bloody great paddles on them. Right, are you ready? Yeah, you come.
bloody beautiful.
Well done, Tim. Yeah, that's a 30. Lovely. That'll do me, old cocker. Thank you very much. Look at this for a unit. Go on, old girl. Thank you very much.
Well done.
Morning, troops. The bloody fish are now coming at the wrong time of day. It was dark. And the rod that I didn't expect to go off. Middle rod went, flew out the bivvy, no glasses on, hit the wrong fucking rod. Anyway, an almighty bird's nest and ball lake later, a pristine common 2910, stunning. Work to do when I get home before I go fishing again. My mono is shot to shit, honestly. All three rods, all need stripping back and starting again. You know, so no fishing next week. The wife's off to Australia the week next Saturday. I might get out for a session the following Saturday if I get time. If not, that'll be the week after. So you're safe from my mindless ramblings for a fortnight probably. But anyway, yeah, 2910, another pristine common. And I'm still very humbled. You know, every fish that comes along that I've been very lucky to catch is another sort of reminder of how special this session's been for me. To the point where the wife's told me to get a lottery ticket on the way home, which I thought was hilarious. She goes, "You've never had a session like this." I said, "I know I haven't, because I don't chase fish. I go carp fishing. I go carp fishing to relax and chill. A fish is a bonus, you know." And I come here this time, drove through the gate, and I just hit it at the right place at the right time. And that's how it is. Like I said, pack down this afternoon, 3 o'clock, reel in, go get some diesel, come back, start packing away, and then basically just have a social this evening, and then up the Frog and Toad tomorrow. As soon as I wake up at 4 o'clock, I'll crunch miles, you know, and hopefully might get an earlier crossing. But we'll suck it and see how the day depends. I mean, I've still haven't got my watch on, but I've still got about 7 or 8. Cheers, Tim. I've got 7 or 8. Tim makes a lovely brew, by the way. I've got 7 or 8 hours left to fish. Might be a chance of another, might not be. We'll suck it and see. But yeah, a special last morning. I wasn't expecting that, especially on that rod. But anyway, I'm going to crack on, drink my brew, enjoy the sunrise, and we'll see how the day unfolds. Well, here we are, troops, in the last few hours, and middle rod's just gone, not that long ago. I mean, it was only a matter of time. It's been fizzing like a cheap jacuzzi out there. And yeah, resulted in a 32.5 pound mirror. Stunning fish. Like I said, it's been fizzing like a cheap jacuzzi all morning, so it was only a matter of time. I've not even put that rod back out. My mono is absolutely fucked. I am very humbled with what I've caught, and for the first time in my life, I won a trophy. I've won the Glory Lake Top Rod Trophy, you know, thanks to the lads. I'm cock a hoop. Really am. So unless I get any more, this will be my last bit of gibberish. Yeah, home tomorrow. And yeah, man, a few words now. I've had an absolutely jaw-droppingly beautiful trip. Absolute stunning trip. And I'm a bit lost for words, really. Almost brings a tear to your eye. You know, great bunch of lads. You know, the fishing's been epic. Yeah, so if you don't see me again, that's your bloody lot. And yeah, next time you'll see me is back at Taverham in a fortnight or so. Much love to you all, and yeah, happy days. That's me signing off now from Glory. Yeah, much love. Well, troops, this is me. All tidied away, an emotional week. Beat my personal best twice. Everything, the lobster spice, the baiting pattern, finding the spots, everything worked to a T. Everything. A faultless week. You know, just got my chair now. Everything's tidied away in the van. Just got to go up and see the lads, say goodbye, but I think I'll do that. And then come and have a shower. And then in the back of the van, 5 o'clock tomorrow, or should I say 4 o'clock tomorrow morning, crunching miles, heading to Blighty. Ta-ta, Glory, old girl.